a dead body or something.
Where at?
In the alley.
This is what you do when you find a snapping turtle on a dirt road or something like this. Are we near any water? There is water down there. Okay, she's obviously come up here in an attempt to lay some eggs or something. There's no other reason why it would travel away from the water like this. It is spring right now, but what should you do in a scenario when there's a snapping turtle on the road? You should definitely avoid its head because they can and will hurt you. I see that there's a leech attached to its back. Would you come a little closer? I'd like to remove the leech just for the well-being
There's like 5 of them.
Of the snapping turtle. Alright, one moment. A common misconception that people do is they will grab a snapping turtle by the tail and see how it came at me. You're going to want to be careful. You're going to stress the animal out in doing this, but I'm only going to help it in the long run. Don't do this if you are deathly afraid of animals because you might stutter or slip a little bit, and that's not what you want to happen. You definitely do not lift it by its tail, but in order to get control of it in a situation where you're going to help it by, say, removing a leash or something, you're going to want to hold it by its tail just to get control. Its tail is attached to its spine, so you don't want... Let's get this leech off you, buddy.
There's like 5 more on his leg.
On his leg? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's to be expected. Come on now. You're going to want to stay a distance away from it where it can't bite you. Come on now. This is not a toy. This is not something you play with. This is a serious situation. But in order to help the animal, this is the best thing I can do, is remove the parasites. There's one leech off. Alright. One on its foot, you say?
Yeah, there's like a lot.
Alright. They are getting some of its blood. I want to remove as many as I can without hurting it. You can hold a snapping turtle by the back of its shell, but it will typically panic a little bit more. So that's not something you really want to do, but in order to get control of it, to get to its foot, I'm gonna have to kind of pin it a little bit. Yeah, I see one near its ass. There, I pulled another one off. There's another one off. Come on, I'm just helping you, buddy. There's another one off. There's one under his leg here. There's another one off. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Again, you don't want to lift it by its tail too hard. I'm just making sure he doesn't have any more on him. Oh, there's one more on him. Let's get it. It's a smaller one. That one's off. There's another smaller one back here. They often get like balls of leeches on them, so I like to do my best just to help them out. They don't need leeches on them. It's worth the stress of me fucking with it to get the parasites off, because I'm not gonna harm the turtle. The turtle's a little pissed off, but it's nothing it's not gonna recover from. Everybody gets a little pissed off sometimes. Nobody likes going to the doctor. Nobody likes going to the doctor, buddy. Alright. Here we go. You can see the full size of the turtle here. I removed a good 7 or 8 leeches. There's one more on its back leg I'm going to remove before I move him on his way. Come here now. Come here. Let me get it. There we go. I got it. Alright, let's walk it back down to the river now. It's pretty stinky. I'm gonna move it back down to the river. He was in the road trying to lay its eggs.
Is this number?
Yeah, I removed a couple leeches off of it just because I didn't want it to, that's yucky. It doesn't need that on it.
Be careful.
Yeah, I know how to hold them. I'm alright. I'm experienced. I noticed when I held it, talking to the woman, I noticed a couple little more leeches under its leg here. Yeah. That's like a nice meaty spot for them too, so they will, ooh, mosquitoes. Trying to get a bite of me. A lot of bloodsuckers out here, aren't there, buddy? Alright. That's a good 90% of his leeches. Here, there's one more on the leg back here. Alright. Alright, that's enough stress for you for one day. When you hold a snapping turtle, you do not hold it by its tail. You hold it like this. Its neck is not going to be able to stretch back and hurt you. Alright, come on now. Follow me if you could, please, Lexi. Let's get this. Let's get this in frame. Ooh, she doesn't appear to be too gravid. Whoop. There she is. There she is, just sitting. She's burrowing right down into the mud. She doesn't even want to swim away.